Let's go to Milkman Mark, the Chelsea fan. All right, Mark?
Mark.
All right, guys. Hey, guys, you doing all right?
Oh, we're good, mate. We're good. I'm back from the travel disaster, but we're here. We're in good spirits. Go on, what do you want to say?
Good. Well, first of all, I want to dig out GJ because he digged out Harry Kane. Harry Kane is our leader and he's the only man for the job, and he should be the captain in the Euros when they come around. He's the main man for the job, and I'd have him take any penalty any day of the week.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't come on here and kick a man while he's down. Do you know what I mean? It's out of order.
No, I agree, especially being a Tottenham fan.
Yeah. Messi, I mean, come on. Look at that performance.
It was outrageous tonight. He was sensational.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I think the debate is over, guys. I don't think he needs to lift the World Cup. I think he will. I do honestly, God, think he will. I don't think he needs to lift it. I think he's just proved it. He's the greatest of all time. He really is.
I don't think he has to win the World Cup, in all honesty. For me, he's the most naturally gifted footballer. I
think you do.
No, I don't think... George Best never played in the World Cup finals. You know, he was unfortunate.
He's never in the conversation to be classed as the best ever.
Pele
won it 3 times.
Didn't Pele say he was the best player?
R9 won it twice.
What I'm saying is Pele
Maradona's won it once.
Yeah, but George Best didn't even go to a World Cup.
Yeah, I know,
Some players
he's not
aren't.
in the conversation to be the best ever. Messi does go to World Cup. He's played in Cup finals.
But I don't think you have to win it to prove. Not that doesn't. I've seen enough of Messi to know that he's. I think he's the most naturally gifted footballer I've ever seen. I was lucky enough to see Maradona back in '86. Right, I saw Maradona early '80s going through into the '90s. Right, I was lucky enough to see him. I didn't see him as often as I do Messi now because of television coverage. But he was the best thing. Messi for me is better than Maradona. That's the statement for me.
Well, guys.
That's a big statement.
That's the statement.
That's a huge statement.
That's the statement. Yeah. And
Maradona. Another point.
Go on.
Can I say another point as well? This World Cup, to be fair, I'm so glad the football's done the talking. All the controversies around this World Cup, and I think it's actually turned out to be a bloody good World Cup.
Yeah, it has.
From the Moroccans and everyone, I think this World Cup, I think everything around it, the critics and where it's been and everything that's happened, I think the football's finally done the talking, and I think it's lived up to what it should have done.
Yeah, absolutely has. It's been fantastic. Mark, thanks for your call. Let's go to Leo, who's an Arsenal fan. All right, Leo?
Hi, Jamie. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
How are you?
Jason, how's it going?
Yeah, good. Yeah, go on.
Good. It's about time people started forgetting the conversation. It's all about Messi. Forget Ronaldo. He's going to Dubai or wherever he's going, Saudi Arabia. It's all about Messi. He is the man. He is the boy. Do you know what I mean?
Look, I agree with you. What I'm going to do is ask you a question. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. Ronaldo has done it in multiple countries. Messi only done it in Spain. He went to PSG and hasn't won the Champions League for them.
Okay.
He had a poor first season there. He was at Barcelona in one of the greatest teams ever, with one of the greatest managers ever in Barcelona, and he hasn't won the World Cup with Argentina.
You could argue, though, they were the greatest team because of Messi, and everyone says, like, Ronaldo's done it here, Ronaldo's done it there. Messi's done it more. What did Ronaldo do at Man United this year?
Can we just before we go any further, right?
Yeah.
Both can be absolutely brilliant. Both their record, the pair of them, are two of the greatest footballers this world's ever. And we are lucky and incredibly fortunate that we are seeing two of the greatest players ever to put a pair of football boots on go toe-to-toe. We saw what they were doing in La Liga. Ronaldo would get a hat-trick on the Tuesday in the Champions League. On the Wednesday, Messi would get a hat-trick. They've actually pushed one another. I think it's a very good argument to say the reason that Messi is as good and the reason Ronaldo has been as good is because they've had one another. They keep pushing. They keep striving to be even better, striving to get that next stat. So can we just stop with Ronaldo's craps argument?
I'm the best. Ronaldo made it about I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Messi's never made it about I'm the best, did he? Ronaldo made it that conversation. So
both can be brilliant. You can have a preference, but there's people listening to this that prefer Ronaldo, and that's okay. But just to come on and say that, I'm not dismissing Ronaldo. For me, a personal preference, my own decision, is that Messi's the most naturally gifted footballer I've ever seen.
He's easier on the eye, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, Leo. Go on. Finish up, Leo. Go on.
I just think if you could pick one to have in your team right now, you'd pick Messi all day.
Who would you pick in a World Cup final in their prime?
I mean, if I've got to stick to my guns and say Messi's, for me the most naturally gifted footballer.
If you could pick any player from any generation, any era to play on Sunday in the World Cup final, who you pick?
For England?
For England get to the World Cup final, you can pick any player from any era. Who are you picking?
Oh, any era? Oh God, what do we need?
No, just don't start going on. What do we need? Just to play in a World Cup final. Who do you want's going to win you the game?
God, what do we need? England. We need a centre half.
Oh.
I'd go. What? What are you on about?
No.
What do you
Stop
mean?
changing the question.
I don't understand the question.
Stop changing the question.
Ask me again. Ask me again. Go on.
If you're going to pick one player from any era to play in Sunday's World Cup final,
Play for England. England aren't there. Why are you?
All right.
Why?
Who play for Morocco?
Play for Morocco.
He's going to play for Morocco
On Sunday?
On Sunday in the World Cup final, you can pick any player from any era.
What injuries have they got? Morocco. They've got some. They've got his centre half, don't they?
Honestly,
Terry Butcher.
Take me back to Tenerife, please. Let's go to Steve, who's a Man City fan. Steve.
Steve-O.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
I'm good, Steve. Go on, what do you want to say?
Okay, well, everybody's talking about Messi, and Messi is the GOAT, I agree. But nobody is talking about the Argentinian number 9, who was absolutely outstanding today, Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez, yeah.
He's having a fine World Cup, boy. Yeah.
Our reserve striker.
Yeah.
I know, Man City. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a signing that's turned out to be.
Well, I'm hoping that Pep changes his formation a little bit to 5 at the back to allow Alvarez to play up front with Haaland, because that's how I see them both fitting in together. And, everybody said when we sold Jesus to Arsenal, that was a bad sale, but I loved Jesus. But Alvarez, to me, is a better player than Jesus. He really is. What do you think, guys?
He's having a fine World Cup, and this is we didn't see know a huge amount of him. We've never seen a Man City shirt. I've always thought, there's something there. But Haaland's taken all the headlines. It's hard to look past Haaland. But you're right to mention him. Has he got 4 goals now in the tournament, Alvarez? He's got 4.
4, yeah. 4.
He's got 4. He could have Golden Boot. It wouldn't be. It's not inconceivable. I think he
No. Well, of course not. He's getting on the end of things.
He's getting on the end of things. Absolutely. Slightly fortuitous with the first goal. Bad defending, but
shocking. I mean, it was like chasing Cundy at centre half.
Oh, mate, sure.
Oh my God,
mate! I ain't doing that.
I actually thought it was Cundy in disguise playing for Croatia with your wellies on.
Even my bad knee, I'm dealing with that.
You're dealing with that.
I'm dealing with that.
Honestly,
is it a penalty, Steve-O, for you, Alvarez?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know there's having an argument on ITV about it.
It's
a look. I want to. I try and have a balanced argument here, but I can't not agree with Cundy. It's a penalty. It's a stonewall penalty. He's got a shot off. The keeper's clattered into him, and he's in the way. He's in the way. He hasn't got the ball. It's a foul.
It's a foul.
Just remember, guys, that Messi, although he's not the manager of the team, he's certainly the star player. He has a big say in the formation of the team. And it was him that chose Alvarez as his strike partner ahead of everybody else. Messi's a smart guy.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because Messi's my best buddy. Everybody knows that.
Well, he seems to like playing with him, that's for sure. He does seem to like playing with him.
Let me just tell you something. Messi, people like Messi and Ronaldo, while they might not be managers, they have a huge say in the formation and the way the team plays. Believe me. And I'm sure Argentina didn't appoint that manager without Messi's approval. Would you agree with that, guys?
I don't. I just don't know. There's only so much say you can have. Look, we've just seen what Ronaldo's done. Ronaldo's having no say at the moment. He can't even stay on the pitch. I don't know. I think that's a very dangerous road.
Yeah, no, I
to
don't
go.
think.
I
I
don't
don't think
doubt
that's
some
the case.
players have got a huge amount of sway. Especially, is it Mbappe? He's got some sway at PSG. As soon as you do that, you're asking for trouble for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me, Alvarez deserves to be in the team and the performances that he's been putting in.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, he's been brilliant.
Yeah.